Tonight, Tampa police say they're trying to arrest former NFL player Antonio Brown, making multiple attempts outside this home to execute an arrest warrant for battery domestic violence. The charges stemming from an incident Monday involving Brown and the mother of 4 of his children. According to court documents, Brown threw a shoe at the woman, striking her in the ponytail. The victim had no injuries, but believed the shoe was meant for her head. In the same document, police describe learning Brown tossed the woman's belongings out of the house and then made threats via speakerphone, saying that if she got in the house, he would shoot her in front of police.
Former NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown, who serves as the president of anti-Semite Kanye West Donda Sports, was issued an arrest warrant for domestic battery.
It also says the kids did not want to go inside because they were afraid of their dad when he gets in these destructive moods. After the incident, a petition to remove Brown's guns and ammunition under a risk protection order was rejected by a Florida judge, citing lack of physical action. According to the petition, he kept 2 firearms in the house, a handgun and a rifle. NBC News has not been able to reach Brown's legal team for comment, as tonight he remains a wanted man by Tampa police.
As of this taping, Tampa police tried to, and this is via Fox 13, serve the warrant at Brown's South Tampa home, but no one opened the front door. According to Fox 13 reporter Aaron Messmer, police left the home without Brown, who is believed to still be inside the residence. A legal expert explained it's not uncommon for police to leave after trying to issue a warrant if they don't want to escalate things, can't physically see him in the home, or are negotiating a surrender behind the scenes. Brown has a long history of troubled behavior on and off the field, including being accused by 2 women of SA, one of whom said Brown R-worded her. In the 2021 season, he served a 3-game suspension for misrepresenting his COVID-19 vaccination status, and he was also suspended for 8 games in 2020 for multiple violations of the NFL's personal conduct policy after pleading no contest to burglary and criminal mischief charges related to a fight with a moving truck driver outside his South Florida home that year. During the most recent ordeal, police said Brown locked himself in the house while officers tried to speak to him. Investigators said Brown threatened to shoot her if she tried to enter the house. The suspect placed an informal eviction notice on the door with 11/28/2022 at the date showing the victim has 7 days to gather her belongings and leave, the police report said in part. The suspect continued throughout the incident to state that the victim had no right to be at that residence or to even gain entry to it because she did not live there. The victim's ID has the listed address as her residence as of 10/18/2022. For West and Brown, their antics could and honestly should signal the end of Donda Sports, which has been a clown show since the day it was created due to the vaudeville acts who are the faces of it. There's still uncertainty around Donda that once featured highly ranked hoops prospects just a few months ago, as it's hard to remember if the cult-like unaccredited school with $15,000 tuition is still operating after it closed and reopened on the same day, wrote Deadspin's Karan J. Phillips. In October, Morehouse College, an all-male HBCU, canceled a hoops tournament it was hosting with Donda due to West's antics and pushback from alumni. I should know because I'm one of the alums that pushed back against the school run by a man that said that George Floyd was killed by fentanyl and not Derek Chauvin, Phillips added. For those still clinging to some hope about what Donda could be due to some weird allegiances or racial loyalty to West and Brown, hopefully Thursday was the final straw. There isn't a song or catch that West or Brown have been responsible for that trumps violence against women, anti-blackness, hate, possibly snitching on Chris Paul, and love for Hitler and Nazis. Over the past few years, we've seen the behavior of Kanye and Antonio Brown go from odd to dangerous. Thursday, December 1, was the climax of 2 unhinged men who have been posing as figureheads of a shady sports agency. Whether it be through Brown's antics when it comes to Tom Brady and his ex-wife, or Kanye's allegations against Chris Paul, both men have broken locker room code as they've proven themselves unworthy to society and their fans. Donda Sports should have never been created, and this week we got to see its end.